And the goal was to just to share stuff about test automation, because this is one of the things we do at Pump It Up. But we don't want this to be like a promotion of just our company. So we want everybody to be able to participate. So until now, we have done several meetups with several topics. And really, our goal is that we can share. And so, if anybody would like to present on this meetup group, it's really open. So you can just drop us an email, whatever, and we are open to any topics related to test automation. So it's called Test Automation Prague because we are based in Prague, but it can be from the other side of the world. So actually, Vicky is not in Prague. Vicky is in Asia now, but so it's really we are open to anybody. So yeah, just a short intro. Why do we do test automation at Pump It Up? So we do many things related to automation, not only test automation, also DevOps, infrastructure as code, etc. So actually, when you want to do test automation, usually you need environment. So usually you also need to have some infrastructure as code. You also discover very often that when you know how to do test automation, you also know how to do process automation. So we have some process automation framework. So based on our open source test automation framework called Pump number 5. So you can check it out. It's really open source, and it's addressing the end-to-end testing. So it's not only UI and mobile, but also API testing, whatever is required. So it's Java based. So it's definitely there's a limitation. It's for Java guys. And recently we also do synthetic test data automation, because we also, at our customers, we see that automation is nothing without test data, and test data is really usually the pain point. So that's really roughly what we do at Pump It Up. You can check our website, etc. But this is going to be completely unrelated to what we do, because so far we have not really done anything with ChatGPT in production. And so we have Jakub here, and Jakub is going to present you his idea to use ChatGPT for test automation. Yeah, because usually people use a lot of AI tools for test automation, and those AI tools are there for discovering bugs. So here ChatGPT will actually not discover bugs, but it will help, to make test automation much faster, to build automated tests much faster. So it's a little bit different. And so if you thought you're gonna discover bugs using ChatGPT, you can straight disconnect from this beta, because this is definitely not gonna happen. But still, it's very interesting. And since there's ChatGPT version 4 coming very soon, maybe Jakub will have to do a new version of this after that. So hand over to Jakub. Yeah, and again, if you have any questions, any comments, don't hesitate.
Thank you for the introduction, Leszek. So just a start about me. My name is Jakub Benešovský. I work as automation tester, and I am located in Prague, Czech Republic. I'm pretty new in IT industry. I started manual testing in 2021, and in Pump It Up, I work with Pump It Up since 2022. So I'm sure that there is many people that have much more experience in test automation and testing than me, but I just wanted to share with you how I use ChatGPT to improve and be more efficient in my work. So what will we see today? At first, we will take a look what is ChatGPT, if there are people who never used it before. So a little introduction. The most crucial task using ChatGPT is to write a right prompt. So this is going to be second part. Third part is going to be practical example of AI everything automated test, I will write a new automated test right there. And fourth part would be other useful examples that I discovered and that can help you. All right. We asked you a question. What do you usually use ChatGPT for? And 1/3 of people even never use it before. So we are going to, I am going to show you how to use it if you want to. It's not very hard. It's everybody can use ChatGPT. So we will take a look. Some of you use it right now for testing. That's great. And for programming, awesome. For Googling, that's not ideal. We will take a look for it later. Why? Okay, let's go. What is ChatGPT? The important thing is it's language model. It's not search engine or something. It's a language model developed by OpenAI. It means that based on your prompt, ChatGPT predict what words should write there in response. ChatGPT uses deep learning algorithms to generate human-like responses. Yeah, I copy-pasted from OpenAI website. It can answer questions, provide suggestions, and engage in conversations. And ChatGPT has been trained on vast amounts of data from the internet. Cutoff September 2021. This is very important. You cannot find new data on ChatGPT, so don't even try to ask, for example, what's the weather today. ChatGPT don't know, and maybe and that's a trick part. ChatGPT sometimes writes plausible sounding but incorrect or nonsensical answers. That's very important. ChatGPT is language model, and you cannot expect to get right facts every time. So maybe sometimes it just doesn't work for fact checking. How to write a prompt? There are a few steps you should follow. First one is define AI's role. I usually used words act as a. For example, I want you to act as a poet. This is define what you expect ChatGPT to act.
So basically, you should say, if I understand well, you should say just act as a test automation engineer, right?
Yes, yes.
In our case.
Exactly, or software developer, or exactly what you expect ChatGPT wants to create. Okay. The second step is use it for common task. If you are going to ask about a specific topic that it's not common in general, you will probably get a false answer. Be aware of it. You can try, but be aware that you maybe get false answer. Provide context. This is, for example, I use this prompt. I want you to act as poet, and there I edit more information. Write me a short poem about a bearded man who went to get a beer, tripped, and spilled his beer. That's context about what the poet is going to be poem. Be precise. This is very important, because if you are not precise and you you don't ask the right question, you will get wrong answer. So you have to be precise. Grammar errors doesn't really matter. It's better to use proper grammar, but you will get a response anyway. And if you don't get a right response, keep trying. That's you probably don't get a right answer at the first try. So you should keep trying and make a better prompt, improve the prompt, and try again.
Yeah, so this is what I saw on internet. There were like those prompts like how much is it like 2 plus 2, and then the response was 4, and then you say okay, but it's 5, and then ChatGPT no, it's 4, and then say but my wife says it's 5, and then ChatGPT says that then maybe it's right. I was trained on only until 2021, right? So if you try enough, then you can get the answer you want.
Exactly. You are right. So
question whether I can ask. So
okay.
if I ask ChatGPT one question, same question several times, the ChatGPT will always get the same response, or there will be like
No.
different responses?
It will be every ChatGPT generates every time a new response. It could be same, but it probably won't be exactly same.
Okay,
And
so
if you
it can vary. Okay, understood.
yeah,
Okay.
it's not. I will show you. Yeah. So back to test automation. I have a test case. I'm testing a website, eShop, and in the test case there is I am testing cart. So I will be adding items to the cart and then clear the cart. So I will follow these test steps to create the test, automated test. You will see. I will use Playwright framework. Who doesn't know Playwright? It's a framework for web testing and automation. It's reliable end-to-end testing for modern web apps. And why I am using Playwright? Because it contains test generator CodeGen, and I will use it to generate the test. So it will be very fast, and I will have automated tests in no time. So let's go for it. First step is use Playwright CodeGen to generate test steps.
Excuse me?
For this, I need to open. I'm using IntelliJ IDEA, and I will open a demo project. There is empty test, and now you can open the CodeGen with this prompt. No, this one not. This one no.
Yeah, Jakub, we have a question. It's more to explain about what is Playwright. So I can maybe introduce it a little bit. So basically, Playwright is one of the 3 mostly used frameworks for web testing, and it's the most recent one. It relies mostly in TypeScript or JavaScript, where you can code your automated tests that then run in a browser. So Playwright is basically a framework that you can launch your test with, and it actually connects to some browser using a specific protocol, and then it commands what the browser should do, right? So you basically are able to tell exactly the steps you want to do. So go to some page, click on some button, fill some form, etc., etc. So historically there has been like WebDriver and stuff about Selenium. So Playwright has a different protocol to communicate with the with the browser, and it's mostly done in TypeScript or JavaScript. So maybe Jakub, you can complement this because you have been playing with that for some time now. So if you want to add something to that, because I think there's like some recorder features and things like that.
I like Playwright because it's pretty easy to use and fast and reliable. I like Playwright. I didn't use it for a project. I am just using it for stuff. Okay, let's take a look on the code gen. So the prompt is not prompt. Command is npx playwright code gen, and we are going to test Czech grocery a shop rohlík. So let's take a look. I will start the code gen, and I will follow the test steps. All right. So the Playwright open browser for me, and there is going to be the test steps. So you can see the website, and now there is selector under the my mouse cursor. So when I click on this, it will generate a step right there. So I click, and you will see await page, get by role, button, name, allow all, click. So this line will do is that it will search for an element called button with name allow all, and it will click on it. So that's exactly what I want.
Yeah, so we have, so I saw that we have a raised hands summit. Go ahead with your question.
All right.
If you have...
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just want to know about, so sorry I joined a bit late, like about Playwright, is it also for analyzing new websites? Like I'm developing a new dynamic website and I'm looking for testing the website. So is it also something which will give me output of a website, how integrated it is, or are there any errors in the website?
So I can help, maybe help here. Yeah, of course. I mean, but that's gonna be done by any framework. Yeah, any web testing framework is gonna help you identifying errors on the website, but only if you explicitly tell stuff that it should search for. It's not going to analyze any JavaScript errors by itself, for example. So
I'm developing a website. The front end is Angular and back end is PHP and MySQL. So what is a good framework to test this kind of a website?
maybe we can take this after this meetup, because that's not really the purpose of this meetup. So, but definitely we can advise you on what's the best framework for that. Yeah. Just if you can just either drop your email or put the question in the chat, and we are going to answer that.
Okay, sure, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so back to the test automation and code gen. So I clicked on a next step, and I want two products. I want to search for tomato. Click search. You can see more step here. And I want these tomatoes. Why? Okay. And I want banana. Search. Buy. All right. Pop up. I will close it. And you can see more and more steps here. Tomato. Click search button. Click button add. Again, search for banana. search button, click Add, and close pop-up window. So now I want to go to checkout. I see there is two items. So all right, and I will empty the cart. That's the end of the test case. So right now there is our test. It can work if I paste it to my IDE. It will work. I can run the test. Before I need to close the code gen. Okay, it's closed. And now I will run the test with this command. I use Project Chromium because I want to run only one instance and not parallel test. Okay. So let's see for the results. Let's wait for the results. Okay.
So basically, but in here, so far we don't have any AI, right? We just record a test and
we just prepared the automated test, tested. It works like it is, but when you are working on a project, you don't usually want ugly tests like this. You will probably use page objects model, and that's the magic I want to show you. I generated this simple test, and now I will paste these steps into the test GPT. By the way, it's free to use. Everyone can register and start using it. And this is ChatGPT. There is a bar for a prompt. So I already prepared in advance the prompt for this test. Let me, yeah. Okay. So the prompt is going to be act as a test developer. I created this automated test using CodeGen. Test is for Playwright in TypeScript. Rewrite this test in TypeScript using page object models and Playwright best practice. Show class files code for each page separately. Use same selectors as in the test below. And there I copy pasted the generated test. And let's see what will ChatGPT will do with this. And as you can see, there is going, it's generating the code. Okay. This is no cheating. It's live, so I'm not sure if it's if the code is all right. I need to check. Yeah, as I can see, I don't like. To be honest, I don't like this response. I got better ones, so I will just use this button, regenerate response, and maybe I will get something that I really want.
So how do you know that you don't like it?
Yeah, because I didn't like it because the pages wasn't you can see there is one page and it's separate to other one. I don't know why he used Kotlin, but it's not Kotlin here, so it's all right. So I can see ChatGPT created two page models cart page and home page, and there is our test. And it's look much better than before, as you can see. It's just steps and methods that are defined in this this code. I will just check the if it used the right locators. It seems that it's a real label. It's not right. I don't think there should be name love all. Okay, another fail. ChatGPT used back selectors, and that's why I told that you have to keep trying.
But actually, so what you are trying to achieve here is that it rewrites the recorded test in a structure that is more maintainable, something like that. That it respects the page object pattern. Can I understand?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
exactly. Yeah. I don't like it. It's weird. I got much better results when I tried it before. Maybe I can edit the prompt a little bit. This is for. Yeah, but I believe that this one will work. Let's see. Home page, search result page, card page. All right. Let's see. So I will copy this to my notes. So I don't. Okay. Okay, I will delete this code, and now I will paste the code from ChatGPT. Okay. So I need to create a new class. Yeah. This is the test. As I see, there is missing some. Yeah, I will try it again. It would probably won't work. Sorry about this. It's just sometimes it's unpredictable.
Jakub. So if I tried ChatGPT just like one day, so I was not actually trying to code with that. So how do you know that it works or not? Do you just try it and then you just if it doesn't work, you just try again, or like what's the working workflow for you, like to try
if I didn't try it before, I would just copy the code and try it in my test. But because I I did this before, I know that there is going to be some trouble. I'm not sure about this, but let's try this. Homepage. This is going to be homepage. This is going to be cart page, and this is going to be the test. Looks good. Looks good. Let's see. Okay, so I copy the code for the test. Okay, so this is test. Now new file. New file. It's going to be cart and home. New file, cart. Oh, sorry, I forgot. cart ts, copy code, paste. No, wrong. Wrong code. Cart. Okay. Now homepage. New file. Homepage. Cart ts for TypeScript. And that's it. Okay. Let's see if it's going to work. I don't know. I don't really know for right now. So I will run the test. Wait for results. This is running. You can see the structure now. There is method navigate. Yeah, this is bad. Let's see. Yeah, this is not going to work.
So
Let's click this.
Yeah, so just Jakub, if I just maybe if you I don't know if you have any if you have done it previously, maybe if you have any stuff working or
Yeah, I have
or if
a backup.
you I don't know how many times you have to do that so that we have something working, or what is the process of creating that because
it's
so actually
I'm disappointed, to be honest. I'm disappointed because this worked for me many times, and I don't really see why it's not working right now. And what is the issue? That, for example, there is no area label. I don't know what is area label. What placeholder maybe, but area label. I didn't use area label in my prompt.
Mm-hmm.
There is only get by role button, name, allow all, click. Okay, maybe use same selector as in the test below. Maybe try again in new chat once more. As I said, it worked for me. Yeah, this is better. There is right get by role button name. Maybe this one will work. Yeah, looks good. Okay. There is new product page class. That's all right. Test file cart. Okay, let's try this one. And maybe I will use the backup test I have. Okay. So test file. Cart page. Paste. I see the issue. I will fix it. Cart page. Product. TS. And homepage. Yeah, and I need to fix here because I created the directory pages. Duck. All right. Let's see. Control C to quit the previous test and start again. What? No test found? God. It's not going well. No test found. All right. I'm going for a backup. I use
Yeah.
ChatGPT to generate it.
Yeah. So until you fix your backup, because so that we can really show that, I can maybe just discuss. There's a discussion ongoing in the in the chat regarding the settings of ChatGPT. So you can choose between two models. There is like the default model and the legacy model. Based on the documentation, the difference is based like the default is like the 3.5 turbo, which should be faster and less accurate. So maybe it's more useful if you do like demos like that. But then the legacy one should be more accurate, and they say it's better for language translation. So I don't know if for coding that would make a difference. So I don't know, Jakub, if you have tried any, to see whether both models produce different type of outputs, or whether it's kind of
I have always tried the default, but let's see for legacy what my backup is ready, and I have more stuff to show you, so we can just skip on this.
And Tomáš Vymetal has a kind of joke comment like that we should rename this up from how to use ChatGPT to write this to why not to use live demos.
Yeah, but
yeah, but that's the difference between doing sales presentations and really meetups where we try to discuss stuff. So
sure. Okay, I will show you the code for that I generated before, and this one should work. It's yeah. This is the original test step from CodeGen, and ChatGPT created this code for me. And when you, for example, what this method, what it do? It's get by role, article, locator, test data test button add. So it will click to add the product, and then add on button plus. All right, let's run this one. No test found.
So maybe we should use ChatGPT for the configuration as well.
Yeah. Actually, that's a one way to use ChatGPT. Just ask troubleshooting. Ask ChatGPT why is something not working. So I will ask why in Playwright I get the error. What's the error? Oh, what's happened here?
So that's Stack Overflow, boosted Stack Overflow, right?
Why I get error no test found? How to solve it? Let's see if he can check your test files if it's saved correctly. Okay. Yeah, it actually gave me a nice advice. Specs.js, test.js. But I'm not sure if it's why it's not Meetup. Yeah, I see. There's an error. Test. Finally, okay.
So actually, yeah. So So if you don't know how to launch tests using the command line, ChatGPT can help you. This is really surprising. I thought it's not gonna work.
Okay, the test passed, but okay. Unfortunately, today is a bad day for ChatGPT. This week it should be improved to GPT-4, so maybe we will get better results soon. But it's not only thing I wanted to show you. There is more. This is not a real automated test because we are not testing anything. We are just clicking on buttons and not getting any outputs. So I will create a condition using ChatGPT. And finger crossed, I hope that it will work. Okay. So I prepared. Yeah, it probably will not work. But let's see. Right now, what I want to do is that I will go for a roguelike, and there is if you sorry, it's Czech version. Okay. Czech version. English. And when you add an item to the cart, and go to cart, you can see there is number 2, and there are 2 items. So I want to check this element if it's really number 2. So I will take a look. What kind of element is this? This is inspect for Google Chrome, and now I see the attributes of the element, and I can copy element to ChatGPT and ask it to create a condition. I already prepared the prompt before. I'm getting lost a little bit here. Where is it? Here, yeah. Okay. All right, back to ChatGPT. What? No, it's not all right. So I have this element on website. That's the items count. That's the card. And what I asked ChatGPT to do, it's create an if-else condition for my test you created before. Okay, that's going to be an issue. So I'm just going to write for my test in Playwright.
Because it remembers the context, right? So if you discuss
Yeah.
like a chat, yeah. So here you started a new chat.
There in this left side there used to be a history, but so I could prepare it before and show it to you, but the history is not available for around 2 weeks, and I don't know why, but maybe some changes, and so I need to create the new prompts right here. Check if the count in the element is 2 and continue the test, else return error for the test and console log the real number of items count. Make same condition at the end of the test to check if the count is 0. Let's see. He's creating a new test. and there is the condition. Items count. Yeah, this sounds good. Sounds reasonable. The item count is 0. Okay. So right now, I will use this part of the code for my test. And I want to check the count right after right before the empty card. Yeah. So right now I just pasted the code. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I'm running the test, and let's see if it will log the item count. Oh, I see. It will not because it failed. Text content. There is an issue with this one. Cannot read properties of null. Okay. Not perfect. Yeah. Maybe try again. I think it doesn't work with text content. I had trouble with this before. Yeah, as you can see, it's not almighty. It has some troubles. Let's try again. What's an item count element? Wait for it can work for now. Let's see. But in this test, there is searching only for one product. So maybe that's the issue. No, there's more issues. All right, wait for selector, item count element. Yeah. I did a mistake. Wrong copy pasting.
So you should ask ChatGPT whether it's right, how to copy paste, right?
Yeah. I will edit my prompt. I don't want this condition, and I will. If it's easier, the results are better. So
Yeah,
let's see.
but if you have generated that before and it was in the context, so it actually improved your test actually to
Yeah.
the snippet of code was inside
Exactly.
test, or
Exactly. It used the code in a own response, and it will add the condition,
okay.
and it's pretty cool if
So
it works.
instead of copy pasting, basically it always keeps the whole test like one
Yes.
lines, and then you can just copy paste the whole set, right?
Yes, exactly. So you can just keep improving the test and keep adding more and more conditions and more test more test steps or anything. I'm not sure about this page function L. Yeah, it's failing. Data test button plus click. It what? This doesn't work. Why? At first product to cart.
Okay, so Jakub. So maybe I have a suggestion because we have like 6 minutes to go. So I think I don't know if you have prepared any continuation of that, but basically
yes.
What from
Yes. There is more cool stuff. I promise. For example, generating test steps. It's similar when you have some sort of when you are developing a test case, you can generate test steps, and I mean you will just get the sorry, I want to copy paste it to ChatGPT, and it will create the test case for you. Act as a test developer, generate test steps for the test case. User login to eShop, Amazon.com, and select 2 items. And now you have step-by-step test case with, and it's pretty nice. You can use it as some sort of template and just edit the steps so it fits your project, your test case. Another one, step-by-step guides. You can ask ChatGPT for example, how to install Playwright, and to make step-by-step guide for you. So let's see. Install Node.js. It's right. Yes, npm install Playwright. That's also right. Install Chromium. Yeah. And there you have the basic test. Once you have installed Playwright and your chosen browser, you can verify the installation by creating a new file with the following code. And that's it. Yeah. Other example is troubleshooting. I showed you before.
This we saw, yeah.
Yeah. When you get error message and you don't just know what to do, you can ask for it will probably not make a right answer for you immediately, but you will at least get an direction how to solve the error. So it's pretty useful. Yeah, and test strategy and maybe test strategy consulting. Let's see what it will create. Act as a test analyst. Give me ideas on how to test eShop. Functional testing, compatibility testing, performance testing, security testing, usability testing, localization testing. So you can see it's sometimes hard to just get all of these information out of your head. So this is just you don't have to use every line of this response, but you can use this as a guidance again. So I'm sorry about the failed test generation. It really disappointed me. I'm sorry.
No, but I mean it's fine. I mean, so we have just 2 minutes to go, but we can extend it a little bit if there are any questions. I mean, especially if anybody had any other experience with this kind of approach, because what we see here is that ChatGPT is a very general purpose language model. It can answer whatever you actually write. So here Jakub has tried to show you that it can generate code, it can improve code, but also it can, prepare some other types of text, etc. So I know that it's pretty new. People are trying to discover what can be done out of that, and definitely I can say that I've tried it like last week, and it can really help you to get stuff done more quickly. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody has any other experience using maybe another tool or another way how to use this kind of generation AI.
Yeah, and more important info is don't be afraid to try it by yourself. It's really not something complicated. You just improve your prompt. I would get the the test working, but right here there is no time for troubleshooting, and as you can see, ChatGPT is not some almighty artificial intelligence. It's just language prediction model that makes lots of mistakes, and for sure I do mistakes too. So the prompt wasn't the best I could do. It worked before. I don't know why it didn't work today.
So
But
question: Are you going to continue working with ChatGPT?
No, of course, yeah, I will.
Okay.
Because sometimes if it just gives you really good ideas, you don't need to use the prompt, use the response exactly as it is. You can take it, edit it by yourself, and then use it for your purpose. Okay,
guys. So I don't see any new questions. There is one question that we will answer offline, which was for what for other tools, etc. We are of course happy to answer that. But basically, there are no other questions. So again, if anybody would have any topic to present, like how to approach test automation, come back to us. We are really ready to give the opportunity to anybody to present whatever is related to that. And thank you for coming. Have a nice evening.